ZABoxingNation, where boxing lives, breathes, and breaks down. Today we're running through the rise of one of the most dangerous young stars in the sport today, Jaron "Boots" Ennis. From knocking out contenders at 147 pounds to becoming a world champion and now stepping into a new chapter at 154 pounds against Uisma Lima. Jaron "Boots" Ennis has carved out a path of destruction. Let's rewind his biggest wins, break down his journey, and look ahead to what's next. In April of 2021, Jaron "Boots" Ennis faced his real step-up test, former IBF champion Sergey Lipinets. This was the night the boxing world really started to take notice. Lipinets was tough, experienced, and battle-tested. He simply couldn't deal with the speed and creativity of Jaron "Boots" Ennis. Jaron "Boots" Ennis mixed angles, combinations, and explosive power shots, dropping Lipinets in the fourth before finishing him with a thunderous knockout in round 6. This fight announced to the world that Jaron "Boots" Ennis wasn't just a flashy prospect. He was ready to take over. A year later, May 14th, 2022, Jaron "Boots" Ennis took on undefeated Canadian Olympian Custio Clayton in the IBF title eliminator. This was supposed to be a test of patience against a skilled boxer, but instead it turned into a demolition job. Jaron "Boots" Ennis landed a perfect overhand right in the second round that sent Clayton crashing to the canvas. January 2023 brought in his first real marathon at the elite level, a proof that he could stay disciplined, patient, and sharp over a full championship distance. This experience paid dividends later, showing Jaron "Boots" Ennis wasn't just about fast knockouts. He had the engine to dig deep. And then came the breakthrough. Then came July of 2023 when Jaron "Boots" Ennis fought the rugged Colombian brawler Roiman Villa. Villa was coming off an upset win over Rashidi Ellis, and he had earned a reputation for his toughness and relentless pressure. Knockout artist. But Jaron "Boots" Ennis showed another level of skill using his jab, movement, and sharp counterpunching ability to punish Villa every time he came forward. By the 10th round, the punishment was too much, and Jaron "Boots" Ennis scored a devastating knockout. This win silenced critics who questioned whether Ennis could handle aggressive, come-forward fighters. And then came the breakthrough moment in Stanionis round by round. And finally in the 10th, Eimantas Stanionis wouldn't even come off his stool. This was an emphatic stoppage. This victory crowned him as the IBF welterweight champion of the world, proving beyond doubt that Jaron "Boots" Ennis was the best at 147 pounds. But despite winning the belt, Jaron "Boots" Ennis' father made it clear they weren't waiting around at 147 pounds for anyone. The big names weren't stepping up, and Jaron "Boots" Ennis wasn't just going to waste his prime. And Jaron "Boots" Ennis himself doubled down, saying moving up to 154 pounds would make him stronger, and his power would carry up. Overall, he'd be an even better fighter in the new division. The junior middleweight division is stacked with challenges. If Jaron "Boots" Ennis beats Uisma Lima, we could finally see the dream fight with Vergil Ortiz. Vergil Ortiz passed Erickson Lubin. Middleweight division. This division is stacked with challenges. If Jaron "Boots" Ennis beats Uisma Lima, we could finally see the dream fight with Vergil Ortiz Jr. If Vergil Ortiz Jr. gets past Erickson Lubin, then he will see Jaron "Boots" Ennis. There's also the Puerto Rican rising star, Xander Zayas, who's closing in on world title competition. Or the towering inferno Sebastian Fundora, who might secure a big win of his own if he beats Keith one-time Thurman. Any of those matchups would be electric, and they prove quickly whether Jaron "Boots" Ennis is ready to dominate another division. And this is why Eddie Hearn's comments are so important. According to Eddie Hearn, Uisma Lima was the toughest option of all the fighters offered to Jaron Ennis. But this is why Eddie Hearn should sometimes just keep his comments to himself. That means Jaron Ennis isn't taking an easy fight, right? Straight into the danger zone against a puncher who's hungry to shock the world. Or can we all decipher that on our own and see that Uisma Lima has not been at the top level for a long time? And the preparation couldn't be better. Jaron Ennis is training alongside Saul Canelo Alvarez, one of the greatest fighters of this generation. As Saul Canelo Alvarez sharpens up for his showcase fight against Terence Crawford on September 13th at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada. Iron sharpens iron. The road ahead is clear. Dominate Uisma Lima, then chase the bigger names at 154 pounds. Jaron Ennis has always said he wants to unify and eventually become undisputed. Now the junior middleweight division is new hunting ground. From Lipinets to Stanionis, do you guys believe that Jaron Ennis has the skill set to be the best at 154 pounds? Or do you guys see
better,
someone
in my
being
opinion,
able to beat
than
him?
every fighter
And if so,
that we
I want you
offered the
guys
fight
to
to?
comment that down below. Who do you guys feel can beat Jaron Ennis? Or who would be the most formidable opponent for Jaron Ennis? Or the biggest test for Jaron Ennis at 154 pounds? Love to see Jaron Ennis versus Jesus Ramos or Jaron Ennis versus Vergil Ortiz Jr. for his dominated every challenge put in front of him. Now the question is simple. Will Jaron Ennis rule 154 the same way he ruled 147? We're about to find out. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you never miss out on an update. And if you're new here, keep your hands up, and I'll catch you in the next one.